I always say this to you guys, at some point, I'm going to hit the stop streaming button forever. But I promise it won't be today, and it won't be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. It's weird to...
Ludwig said he never even got a congratulations for getting the most subscribed. Wait, what? Really? That's what he was
saying, but
about?
the hardest decision I ever made was picking between YouTube and Twitch. It doesn't seem like it should be. Feels like there should have been harder things. There's like breakups. I had to choose what college I went to, what job I had, where I
In Arizona, Andy. Okay, bro.
moved. Those were scary too, but this feels like I'm giving up the most. Because Twitch means a lot to me. I love Twitch. I really do. And before anyone just thinks that the reason I left...
Someone said, Arizona State is the Harvard of the Southwest. Fuck you, bro. ASU is #1 in innovation. The only thing that keeps ASU in like any charts other than fucking chlamydia is their proximity to defense contractors. Okay, that's it. I think they have a solid engineering department, if I'm not mistaken, and that's pretty much it. And I say this as someone who went to Rutgers. Okay, same shit, but in the Northeast. Okay, Rutgers is the fucking North. Rutgers is the ASU of the Northeast.
Was because of money. Let me sit you down and let me tell you exactly what happened. You see, my partner contract with Twitch ended in November. It actually ended right around when I was in Italy. And during those times, I was talking to Twitch and I was talking to YouTube, as you do. And originally, I was like, I'm just going to chat with YouTube to leverage the deal, to buff my Twitch deal, and then stay with Twitch. Because I'm a Twitch guy. There are people out there who think of Twitch and they think of me. When I think of my own identity, I think of Twitch.
I don't know why he's like hyping this up this much. Like, I've always thought of him as like, yeah, he's like a big Twitch streamer for sure. But I always thought of him as someone who like made YouTube content for his Twitch. Like, or he uses Twitch to make YouTube content. Which he's really good at. Like, he's really good at YouTube. He's always been a good YouTube Andy. And I think originally he used to use his YouTube to promote his Twitch, and he did a good job with that, and he got to a certain point. But then after that, he was just like, all right, I'm just going to fucking use my Twitch stream to make YouTube content.
And then I started chatting.
My guy had 80K on his opening stream on YouTube. Why wouldn't he hype it up? It was great marketing. No, of course. It's the smart fucking thing to do. I'm not... Guys, I love Ludwig. Hasanabi getting away with it. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I am like... I'm a fan of Ludwig. You guys know this.
Guys, money, yes. Guys, listen. I'll explain this, okay? Guys, I hope you guys understand this, okay? Because this works at the top and at the bottom, okay? For small amounts of money and big amounts, this will always stay true, okay? When it comes to shit like this, it is not about the money. It's what the money means. It's the symbolism of the money, though. If you do something that is valuable...
I know what XQC is saying, and he's right. He's right. It's about Twitch not, like, protecting, I guess, or taking care of their top content creators, or, like... So, the top content creators on Twitch are... hot commodities, okay? The top content creators on the platform are hot commodities. So much so that like Twitch is willing to throw the bag at them to keep them on the platform. But Twitch used to do that, okay? Twitch used to do that back in the day, especially in the Fortnite era. And then they stopped doing that. Okay? Happy to be especially here. Because like after Mixer fell, because Mixer started giving like a fuckload of money, and then Twitch was like, okay, maybe we need to keep giving money to our top content creators to keep them here. And then once Mixer fell, Twitch was like, oh my God, like we fucking dominate the space. We own like 70% of the live streaming marketplace, and that, you know, these guys aren't going to leave. right? These guys aren't going to leave no matter what. Where are they going to go? Facebook? Like, Facebook will throw the bag at you, but like you lose relevance and it doesn't really matter. So I think that Twitch did get cocky in the sense that like we don't really need to fucking do too much for our top content creators in the same way. So when there's a competitor out there, that's like,
Also,
we'll give you
capitalism
fucking
breeds
millions of
innovation.
dollars. Okay. And especially if that platform is basically a platform where you won't lose your relevance, you know, because YouTube is not a platform where you would lose your relevance. Like, people go there. Millions and millions. More people go to YouTube and visit YouTube than Twitch. So when YouTube starts giving money, of course, streamers are going to be like, well, obviously, like, I have an opportunity to make a lot more money from YouTube here than Twitch. Okay? So-called socialist champion in competition under capitalism. How curious. What? Oh, God. Please stop.
Everybody says, yo, dude, that's this value. And the person who's harboring you says, hey, man, you're worth this. And we know that for a fact.
Hassle.
We're going to give you that. And it's right, all the way at the bottom, right? And like, but, dude, that's millions right there. Millions, right? But everybody agrees that what you put out, the effort, that's the value it's worth. And they're giving you that, right? It's like, dude, fuck, man, like.
He's saying that the amount of money that Twitch is willing to spend on its content, on its top content creators now to keep them on the platform is disrespectful when they know that the market value for the fucking top streamers is significantly, in a lot of instances, 10x higher. So is he saying, yeah, money is important in this circumstance, but also on top of that, like, there are people who are willing to pay 10x more, and we know that there are people willing to pay 10x more. We know the value of our fucking worth, and so it's disrespectful when Twitch says, you know, we're not going to pay you that. We're going to give you 1/10 of that. Okay? That's it. You can say so entitled, but it's true. It's like, it's literally like fucking a top NBA player without, if there were no like, caps, like salary caps in the league, it's like a fucking top NBA player being like, well, why the fuck would I stay here and get paid $1 million if I can go to still a pretty solid and competitive NBA team, okay, and you know, be able to even win championships potentially while also getting 10x that. Scottie Pippen moment. This whole combo is dog water. Please never talk about yourself like this. I mean, I'm not talking about myself like this. I'm just telling you that I know what XQC is saying. I am describing to you what XQC's Pepegun meant.
Jesus, man.
Chatting.
No, I know, but it's actually really insufferable to the average person. The difference between the average person feeling that this is insufferable versus a fucking NBA salary negotiation or whatever is that because the NBA salary negotiation doesn't have input from the fucking person watching ESPN on their couch, that like you don't feel the same way. That's it. That's the difference. Like, I understand why you think it's insufferable, why you're saying it's insufferable, but that's literally the main difference, is that like you have no input in the matter. You can't just be like, dude, shut the fuck up, stop complaining. I'm sure if you had the opportunity to say that to the fucking sports player or whatever, I'm giving you inside baseball, okay? I'm giving you inside baseball analysis here, and you're like, dude, it's so insufferable. Okay, dude, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Yeah, I know. We fucking do something that is incredibly, incredibly fortunate, okay? I get it, and we get paid for it. It's ridiculous. But it's so odd to me that I have like such a gigantic sum of my audience that is just like resentful all the fucking time. Okay? It's like, why are you so resentful while you're watching me every day? Okay? You're literally, what are you, like fucking defending the corporation instead of the streamer that you enjoy watching? That's such a weird fucking take. You're rich, we know. Shut the fuck up, idiot. Like, it's so weird. You're literally fucking being like, dude, it's so insufferable that a worker is in this circumstance, okay? No matter what, we are still contracted workers, okay? We get paid a fuckload, of course, but there's still a deep chunk of that fucking revenue that we generate for the platform that goes back to the platform, all right? Just because you and I are not all that different, okay, with what we do, and with our obvious like skill set, which is nothing, right? Because I'm not skilled in any meaningful capacity, doesn't change that reality. Like, it's still a person whose value is to that degree. And Twitch is deciding that like, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that like other platforms are willing to give you this much.
And the more I did, the more I realized that YouTube made more sense for me. Like, I love streaming. But what actually makes me the happiest is just making dope shit. Making things that I think are cool. And hopefully some other people out there think they're cool too.
Like, chatters get mad. Okay, well, this is the last thing I'm going to say on this. Chatters get mad because you willingly, voluntarily give me $5 a month, okay? Because you're like, this content to me is worth $5 a month. You stream 8 hours, 10 hours a day, 6 hours a day, whatever. And I think that's worth $5 a month. I'm going to give you this $5 a month, okay? And with that, you get to avoid the ad breaks at the top of the hour, which I'm going to run right now. Brother. Right? Or you say, oh, I have an Amazon Prime. My mom has an Amazon Prime. I'm going to connect it to my Twitch, and I'm going to get one free Prime subscription a month, and I'm going to use it on you instead of Ludwig because Ludwig is gone. Okay, so you do that, and in that process, you voluntarily are giving me money for content that's otherwise free. Okay, completely free. And then Twitch says, that's great. I'm going to take a percentage of that. Like, Twitch literally turns around and takes a percentage of that, and then you get mad at the content creator for talking about it, rather than, you know, while completely disregarding the way that like monetization works on this platform. You know what I mean? You get servers and bandwidth for free, though? Yeah, of course. Of course. There's a lot that still Twitch offers. I can't fucking make my own platform. You guys get fucked for being transparent about your work? Yes. There is no other content creator. There is no other type of content where the content itself relies heavily on the community. Okay? So because of that, there is a level of relatability between the Twitch streamer and the Twitch watcher. After all, we're both fucking dickheads who spend literally 8 hours a day in front of the computer looking at the internet. Okay? So because of that, a lot of people are just like, well, what the fuck? Like, what you're doing, I could do as well, but you fucking make so much money doing that. And like, I could do what you're doing. And therefore, fuck you. Like, every time you talk about it, it feels like you're, you know, complaining when you're in a position that is significantly more fortunate than me. And that is true. I am. Content creators, especially Twitch content creators at the top, are in a profoundly more fortunate position than the people that are watching.
Hassan, it is little
That reality
issue
is
for drama
true.
baiting, but I haven't gone on LSF in a month and am now a reformed Orthodox Marxist. Please let
People
me
get
sit
mad at you
chat, I
because you
just
tell them
miss
that they should
chatting.
be unhappy with their miserable existence and their conditions, not realizing that you're telling them that so that they can make a change in their environment. Instead, they just stew bitterly over the fact that they're not successful, which is exactly what the system wants them to do. People actually get mad at you for taking part of what the consumer spends, even though it is 100% up to the streamer, but it's the same way in a company, and just because of that, people get mad at your occupation solely for existing. Yeah. Well, the other reason is because they can get mad. That's the other reason. They can get mad because I will respond to it. Whereas even if they don't even think about having that kind of anxiety or that kind of anger towards any other form of content that they consume or watch, okay? There's never a moment where you're like, I can't believe I'm paying to fucking listen to Taylor Swift's latest album, okay? You don't say, oh man, I can't believe this fucking movie theater is demanding I pay $15 to watch this movie, okay? But in this situation, it's like, I'm paying $5
Speaking of Prime sub, just
a
moved
month to
mine
you.
over to you.
Okay, when I don't even have to, and I didn't run the ad yet. I want to run it now. Sorry, I keep forgetting. But I'm paying $5 a month when I don't even have to, and I'm doing it because I want to support you, or other people are doing it because they want to support you. Okay? But also at the same time, I'm going to fucking get mad at you because of the collection of viewers that have decided to, that have chosen to do that has put you in a super affluent fucking wealth bracket.
Big Pog.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody can do what you do, though. I'm not joking. You actually worked hard to develop what you do. Cool leftist politics.
Time for the 9 months.
I mean,
brain rot.
so
Let's
far,
go. Hassle, love,
not
real
many
content,
people
and all
have
you
been
for
able
the
to do
cause
that.
of
Yes.
Hassan. Keep it up.
They just think your job is stupid easy and you don't put any work into it. No, I know. I know people think that. I know. And my job is not super fucking labor intensive, other than the fact that I have to be constantly on and entertaining and, you know, all this other stuff. But like, it's not like I'm working at a fucking coal mine. It's funny is when podcasters mauled that you are more popular at their own profession. Yeah. So I get it. I think it comes with the platform. Like, it's just a part of the process. But so far, there hasn't really been another content creator that does what I do. Anyway, let's go.
Things like Mogul Money. Things like the Christmas album. You know? The kickball tournament. Any of these ideas that take a lot more time and effort than just booting up stream and reacting to something or playing Super Auto Pets or whatever.
Okay, fucking chill, bro.
Makes me happy and I'm proud of. And if I stayed with Twitch, I can't get into the specifics, but the way the deal was structured is I would have to be grinding hours.
Imagine a leftist community
Again,
criticizing
I can't get into
workers
the
for
details.
leveraging their labor power to get the bag.
But YouTube offered me more money than Twitch. I'll just say straight up, they offered me more money. And both platforms had me streaming the same amount of hours. That was the original deal. And even then, with the same amount of money, I talked to every single person I knew. My mom, I talked to like all the creators I respect. I talked to Mizkif for advice. Mizkif, I was like, hey, can you give me advice, Mizzy? And he's like, what the hell are you talking to me for? I don't know. I called up old friends. I called up Bobby Scar. I talked to everyone I knew because I was at a loss. But I ended up deciding to go with Twitch, which might seem backwards after the news, after what you've probably seen. Because that's not what reality is now. And after I decided, the main decision maker, I didn't know what to do after talking to all those people. So I did what I normally do. I flipped a coin. I even recorded the entire thing. I basically made the biggest decision of my life for a content coin flip. Heads, I go to YouTube. Tails, I stay on Twitch. Now, surprisingly, you might have noticed that it landed on Twitch. Yet this is not the news story that came out today. Ludwig re-signed with Twitch. That's kind of not that exciting. And that's because right after the coin flip, I felt a wave of relief, which made me think it was the right decision. And so I was happy with it, and I went to the guys at YouTube, and I said, look, I want to hop on a call with you guys because I respect you. I think you guys are doing cool things at YouTube. I really do think that, but I'm going with Twitch. And they fought for me. And I realized in that moment that even though I've been with Twitch for 3+ years, even though people call me the golden boy of Twitch, I've never felt like the golden boy of Twitch. I've never felt particularly loved by Twitch. I love Twitch,
Bing bong,
but it hasn't been a two-way street. You know, I
have no idea who calls him the golden boy of Twitch.
It sounds so selfish, right? Like, I'm making a shit ton of money. A lot of people, I have a lot of fans. Everything's going.
I'm 35, paid roads in Alabama, here for 5 years at the Department of Transportation. I make roughly $30K a year with overtime. I'm jealous of your net worth, but I don't regret giving you my prime month after month because your content helped me live. Small price to say if I do say so myself. Hustle. Look. People who are going to say yikes to that and say that you fucking suck for that. I just want to remind everybody that you don't have to do that. Okay?
Miss Keith.
He does. Our infrastructure is dog shit. But you also do deserve more. Holy shit. Also, this is why I don't like sniping positive comments, because it leaves people open to get fucking attacked for no reason, and it's annoying. You making a day? What do you... Yikes. Oh, well, this guy. This is what I was talking about.
Che has appreciated me as much as Hasan.
Movies require massive budgets and actual talent to make. No, ego, only 10, Omega lol. Dude, you are such a sad person, undesirable. Like, I mean, I do have a talent for fucking sniping the worst, like, incel loser worm in the fucking chat, but... Yeah, I make 35K a day totally. Anyway, here, fuck off, bitch.
Going well, but I feel like a whiny 8-year-old child who just wants some approval from a parent, and I never got that. I never got reached out to after the subathon. Not even like a, hey, you made us the most money anyone has ever made us in a month. Thanks.
I'll follow
None
you
of
to
that.
YouTube hassle.
I never got anything. But I love the culture of Twitch. But YouTube, they gave me something when I came back. It was like some insane accidental negotiation tactic.
Days of Wakibi Hello.
They allowed me to stream way less hours a month. And that maybe you're thinking, are you just trying to, rest, invest, as they say, basically do less work and get more money. But it gives me more time to do cool shit that I'm super excited about. It gives me more time to work on the yard. Make a new mogul money show that I can actually do.
Did Twitch talk to you after the election stuff? No, of course not.
Every single week. And I don't have to go live trying to fill hours so I can make enough money so I can do these cooler ideas. I want to make the biggest Smash tournament in the world. And I'm going to in 2022. I want to have the biggest prize pool, the most entrants ever for Melee and Ultimate. I want to do that. But this is going to cost me probably $1 million. And I was thinking of ways to make $1 million so that I could spend $1 million without it being done.
Happy 3 months. You've
I
made my
was
dead
thinking
end
about
job that
doing
I am
another
wildly
subathon.
overqualified for bearable.
I was thinking about doing like a subathon in person, some expansion on the idea when I decided to go with Twitch because I need.
I'm sorry, but I don't care about my job valuing me if I'm making millions. Yeah. But then when you get to that point, you don't think that way anymore. And also, you should always make sure that your job values you. Yeah, and you have $1 million. Stop complaining. It's literally either you or your employer making that money. Yeah. Listen, I say this regularly. If you're making $1 million, that means the company's making 300,000 just by turning it on. You know what I mean? At least 300,000, 400,000 just by turning the keys on. That's just how it is. Stacks don't care about your feelings, Andy.
Hassle.
Why does it seem like you're going to leave Twitch too? No, I'm not leaving Twitch.
Needed more money to be able to do a cool idea like that. I was like, why am I giving up a month of my life? And so I went to Twitch and I did the same thing that I did with YouTube. I said, hey, I decided on YouTube.
I smile.
What do you think? And no disrespect to the guys I talk to or Twitch as a whole. The guys who I talk to don't get to decide everything. They are not Twitch. Twitch is a giant multi-thousand employee company. There's 18 pipelines things have to go through before they can get done. You know, you have an idea, it won't be executed for 10 months and it will look nothing like what you originally thought. I know all this. But it still fucking hurt when they said, we wish you the best.
Why are Twitch streamers today thinks they should be making LeBron's salary? No one has said that
4
they should be
months of
making
brain rot,
LeBron's
let's
salary.
go.
I was just comparing it to like being the top content creator on a platform. I mean, again, you're in here, you're watching, but then you're getting mad because like in the end, it's like I am just a regular dude on the internet doing something that you believe you could do as well. And you could. You just have to get like profoundly lucky, you know what I mean? But you know, there's still a difference there. The difference there being that like
Yo chat. Yo Hossie.
we got
Yo,
lucky. Dude, this guy's so entitled.
Still fucking hurt when they said, we wish you the best. And so although I love Twitch, and I always thought of myself as a Twitch guy, they're not going to help me make the shit I want to make. I don't feel especially liked, respected, wanted.
I get why Ludwig left, but you have to admit this is just out of touch with the masses. Yeah, well,
How's
hey,
it moving?
guess what, dude? Ludwig is not a fucking socialist content creator, okay? So that's the beauty and the freedom that comes along with just being a person that people enjoy the content of, and he doesn't have to fucking address every single sentiment that he expresses with 11
Ludwig 7 for the
qualifiers
boys.
so that the fucking anarchists and the Marxist-Leninists and the fucking democratic socialists and the, neoliberals and the fucking liberals and the conservatives in the fucking chat don't have to unite to just shit on, okay? There you go. That is the beauty of just being a fucking variety streamer and not a political content creator, okay? You don't have to fucking qualify your point of view endlessly. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's not for you. You know what it was for, though? You know who it was for? 1.2 million people that watched it and enjoyed it, okay? It's such a strange thing, like, not just leftists, he's being whiny. I mean, look, he made a big move, okay? He made a big move. It is a big move. It's a big move between two competing platforms, one that is the dominant platform for live streaming, the other making moves in live streaming as well. Okay? Multi-millionaire being faced with the reality that they are replaceable just like most other job positions comes off as super baby rage. Ludwig making an L with his hand. Ultimately, this is just for his community. This is a way for him to describe why he made a decision. And we're watching it. And we're fucking, people in here are getting upset at him for it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like him that I don't understand why the fuck you're getting mad. One month later, 10K view videos. No, that's not what's going to happen. You're delusional if you think so. Like, what will most likely happen is it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what happens because, YouTube is giving him, I don't know what his fucking contract looks like, but YouTube gives him a lump sum of money regardless, right? As long as he hits those metrics that they've negotiated in the contracts. And then it doesn't matter. Even if he fucking, even if he doesn't have like 50K, 60K people watching him every time he goes live and eventually goes down to like 10K, 20K, whatever, he's still getting that money. So all of a sudden, you don't care about the fucking view count anymore. All of a sudden, it's not as much as a grind it is.
And I also don't want to do something because it's comfortable. The main thing holding me back from YouTube was fear. YouTube's not Facebook, no offense.
Chatters are the conservative caricature of bitter, envious leftists spending their time being haters instead of working on themselves. I mean, it does feel a little bit like that.
It's not Mixer. It's fucking YouTube. It's like the biggest website in the world for posting content.
But as far as like Ludwig saying like Twitch doesn't do more for its content creators, what he means, I do understand. Like with respect to YouTube and the amount of money that they're offering, or with respect to YouTube and like what he thinks he'll get from YouTube. I don't know how much he will get from YouTube other than like a good dollar value, because YouTube is a gigantic company, much larger than Twitch, where I don't think he will get a superstar treatment if we're being real. Okay. But what he's basically saying is like Twitch is not taking care of their top content creators as well as they could.
And I made a pros and cons list, and the one con I had for YouTube is that I'd feel alone. And I'm still scared of that. But it's crazy not to do something just because you're scared. Everything else makes it seem like the right decision. And so if it takes a coin flip in an insane negotiation tactic for me to stop being a pussy, then so be it. I don't know if this...
His last two streams, he's had double the viewers he's had on Twitch. Yeah, of course. When you make a big move like that, I mean, that's the same as like fucking Dr. Disrespect's first YouTube stream where he had like 250,000 fucking live viewers or some shit. What does he have now? I mean, I literally don't know. But of course, that fucking peters out. Like his average will probably go back down to what he currently has. You know what I mean? Like Ray used to fucking have 100K, 80K average, and now she has 20 to 30K average. That's just normal. You know?
We'll be cohesive. I'm recording this right after my last ever Twitch stream. And now I'm a YouTube gaming streamer. And I don't even play video games. I don't think they know about that yet, but let's just keep that a secret. I've worked really hard, by the way, if you guys haven't heard, with Otto. We made an extension together that's just trying to make the experience on YouTube better. So all those subs that you had on Twitch, are now combined with subs on YouTube, the memberships.
No, Ray went up big from fucking Twitch, and she stayed much larger than she was at Twitch. Ray had like 5,000 people, I think, when she was on Twitch, and then on YouTube she was like at fucking 80K Andy for like a whole year with the Among Us meta. If he makes the video informing the audience, he's called whiny. If he doesn't make the video, someone is pissed that he's avoiding the community. Yeah, I mean, there's no way. And that's because people like complaining. That's it. And this is the only platform where your complaints will be heard by the content creator. And that's it. So that's like a weird, cathartic, but also very exciting feeling. And that's why a lot of people engage in it. That's it. Complaints are a part of the interactive content experience, which is why a lot of people do that. And because a lot of people do that, then their expectation is that, like, of course we're going to get to complain, and of course you're going to fucking listen to us complain in your chat. You know what I mean? I couldn't do what you do without just ignoring chat. I have no idea how to handle it. I'm fucking psycho.
The name you have, you can now change it to your Twitch name if you want. The emotes will be exactly like Twitch emotes. I just want to make it as seamless as possible.
Probably 100K Andy on YouTube, to be honest. I don't think so. I have a lot of concerns with going to YouTube. One of the things that I love about Twitch, one of the things I do love about being on Twitch is that, like, the chat experience is fucking incredible. And this is it. Like, this is very, this is everything for me. My community is everything. So if I were to go to YouTube and that chat experience would change dramatically, moderation tools are different. Chat is different. The way that chat pumps out messages is different. That would totally that would just suck. Now, also on top of that, YouTube, and I've talked to my account manager about this, and I've talked to YouTube for years about this, back when I was at the Young Turks. The audacity of this chat saying YouTube chat would be more toxic. Could I be joking? No, YouTube chat would be more toxic. They're not even, I don't think it nightmare. YouTube politics is nightmare. YouTube politics is still heavily slanted to the right. Heavily. It's not as bad as it used to be. You don't have like overt, out and about race realists, white supremacists, routinely spreading Nazi propaganda. But YouTube comments and YouTube chat and the YouTube politics space is terrible. Twitch is a smaller platform. So I was able to, with your help, with this community, I was able to create a space here that, in my opinion, changed the dynamic of the platform itself to a certain degree. I would not be able to do that on YouTube, I don't think. And that's a big problem. But with this community and with the size that this community is, I mean, I think Twitch became a less toxic space for sure. Okay? But also it happened because Twitch is like very rigorous about, you know, making sure that their terms of service, especially amongst their top content creators, is held to a certain standard. YouTube does not do that. And Twitch doesn't do a good job with it. It's inconsistent. People criticize it. I criticize it. I hate having to fucking constantly scroll through to make sure that there isn't like a fucking ass crack or a brief moment where there's like gore or a dead body on fucking stream. Okay. And that sucks because you get severely punished for that. Right? And that sucks. But ultimately, that terms of service keeps content creators, it keeps content creators like very PC to a degree. That and also the culture on this platform, because of its much smaller size, is better overall. YouTube, you can't really do that. I would have to be a fucking 500K Andy on YouTube for me to have that kind of impact on YouTube. And even then, I'm not sure if I could change the culture on YouTube like that. Also, Sussy is not on YouTube. So that's a big problem too. For your co-host on a YouTube show, that's true. I mean, I have YouTube properties. I have my own YouTube channel. I'm on one of the largest YouTube podcasts. Like literally one of the largest fucking YouTube podcasts.
As high.
Also, if you move to YouTube, you would not be number 13. Also, your content would be age restricted because you can use YouTube under 13. I mean, I don't care about not being number 13. The fun thing, the fun thing about YouTube still is that, like, it's an endless space to explore. You know what I mean? It's like so much larger, which is insular because of its insularity. It's like a closed circuit, and therefore it's there's a better sense of community here, right? That YouTube does not have. There is no community on YouTube. Let's be fucking real. I don't know if that'll ever change. I don't know what kind of steps that they need to do to change that. Lol, watch Asman chat and tell me about Twitch chat. Right wing here is massive. Just your channel who is left wing. People be hating you on other big channels every day. Yeah, but the content creators don't. So there's that. Asmongold's a great example of this. Asmongold is supposed to be the crustiest, most like far right fucking streamer. He's not. So it doesn't matter. It's slow. It's a slow process, but
crazy and stupid. Regardless, thank you for giving us your time and effort, sharing your intellect and opinions, and for helping us understand shit we don't get. Raised fist.
Pepe Lemiz chat. Miz is not either. All the people that you're referencing are nowhere near as like right wing or as like pandery to fucking nowhere near as like pandering to right wing commentary and right wing values as most people once were. That's the truth. A lot of chatters and other streamers get mad when they defend you. I mean, what are you gonna do? What do you want him to do? You want him to stop? Miss Chat has been weird lately. I can't speak for Miskiff's current chat because he's going through a wave and he's blowing up. Once that wave dies down a little bit and he like goes back down to having a base community that's larger now, that'll be different. You know? But overall, YouTube is no longer as right wing as it once was either. So there's progress, and that's good. It you know, it's definitely cause for. It's definitely a sign of progress.
Have you been offered to leave Twitch, Ajahn?
I feel like you're perfect for Twitch because you're focused on grinding streams and live reacting with the community. Lutz seems good for YouTube because he's focusing more on YouTube videos and raising his ceiling that way. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like YouTube is not, you know, YouTube's community tools are not as good, nowhere near as good as the Twitch's are. Where are you seeing the right wing on YouTube recede? I'm used to watching Crowder clips in here, so I don't know. They're not receding in the sense that like the top content creators on YouTube are still overtly right wing. I mean, that's just still the truth, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Bro, come on. YouTube, like YouTube fucking politics, the YouTube politics space, like 4 years ago, YouTube politics was like literally Nazis, okay? They had like straight up people who were like, you know, Sig Heilling and shit. Are you fucking kidding me? And all of the main like essay guys, okay, or all the main like culture critiques or cultural commentators were also like slanted towards the right. It's not like that at all anymore. I mean, think about it, dude. The Gamergate era YouTube was fucking dog shit in comparison to now. They're literally blowing up again. It's just more hidden. What, the Nazis are?
This
I
is
don't,
the
dude,
longest 11
no
minute video of my
fucking
life,
shot,
Bravo
dude.
Hasan.
No shot. Hasan is a misogynist. Hasan is so buff, it's misogynistic. He's too buff. Guys, remember that fucking Dominican Nazi cab driver we saw? You remember that fucking local news story about the Dominican cab driver who was a Nazi? And we saw the fucking comment section on that video. And it was all like, I don't see anything wrong with what he's saying.
6 months has Flex has
That doesn't, it's not like that anymore. You will not find a fucking straight up Nazi video with like the entirety of the comment section defending him as openly Nazi. You still have like anti-vaxxers. You still have, you know, fucking psychotic reactionaries, of course. You still have Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, the Daily Wire cast. It's not good yet, but it's certainly...
Take my Ludwig sub has Flex.
It's certainly gotten a better... It's certainly gotten a lot better. You think YouTube would just change for Ludwig? Is LOLW? YouTube has broken promises for years and told ICE for years something would change. Told ICE? Are you comparing Ice Poseidon to fucking Ludwig, dude? What are you, crazy? The fuck is that? I don't think YouTube will change for Ludwig. But I do think that Fwiz, the guy who handles YouTube gaming, dude, we had this conversation. Ludwig and I had this conversation earlier today with Will. Okay, we had this entire conversation. So check that out on Thursday when the podcast comes out, as in tomorrow morning. But I'm not saying that, like, you know, YouTube is going to change and it's going to turn into a community. Because Ludwig moved there. I'm just saying that, like, if YouTube wants to become a dominant force in the live streaming space, which they have the capital to do so if they wanted to, they would, they have the capability to do so. They would just have to make changes on their platform. And YouTube gaming is a little separate than YouTube. YouTube gaming is like the live streaming area. And the dude who runs it, Fuez, is actually pretty fucking smart. He knows what he's doing. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's finish this video.
Because I don't want to lose chat along the way. Chat's the reason I like streaming. I lose chat, I lose the love I have for streaming. And I promise that extension will only get better. So if you guys haven't already, check it out. It's honestly worth your while. Otto put a lot of time into it. We're going to start adding some cool features like channel points. But it'll be our own custom channel points. So I'll be able to scale the economy because we'll have the whole back end to ourselves. Unbanned forms coming and included in the overall package. There's also things I haven't talked about, some secrets and surprises. Maybe you guys will find out. But I can promise you one thing.
I hope you all are feeling loved.
I've been streaming for about 4 years part-time, almost 4 years full-time. And I said I'd only stream 5. I'm sorry to say I'm scamming you one more time. I'll be here for at least 6. Anyway, boys, I hope you understand a little bit more. Hopefully you respect the decision. And hopefully you come to hang out on YouTube Gaming. I've always been like a streamer and a YouTuber. Not a lot of streamers can say the same. And that's always going to be the same case. I'm still going to be a streamer. And I'm still going to be a YouTuber.
I known Fizz in his web of lies since 2011. Pepela, I've never met him, but I would trust his word about as far as I can throw him. I don't know him like that.
YouTuber. And I'm going to try to make even cooler shit this year. Thanks for watching as always, boys. And hopefully I see you in the streams.
I hope it does well. I just get serious mixer vibes from all the streamers being bought, swapping right now as YouTube tries new things. Hopefully the viewership can be much higher so they stay after their initial contracts. They made the same promises years ago and still haven't done it. I mean, I don't know.
You can't make the argument because at the top of the everyone.
The difference, yeah, but here's the thing. YouTube can't fail. But YouTube live stream can be, you know, shelved. But like YouTube obviously won't fail as a platform. Don't be fucking crazy.
Nice.
That's insane. It's so good. So fucking good, dude. It's me.